Hey, it's Colin from Canada.
Real bad man.
Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk, episode 52. Hey, Colin, you're not in the studio. Good eye, friends. You are correct. We are on location, as they say in the game. As you know, the girlfriend off camera refusing to appear or speak is a pet sitter. And we are at my favorite pet that we sit. That made no sense. He's an Irish wolfhound. He's a bachelor. His name is Griffin, and he's to my right. Would you like to see him? Yeah, I know you would. Here we go. Griffin, would you like to say hello to the friends? And perhaps throw it to Lester, because this is the welcome? Can you say, roll the theme, Lester? Close enough. Roll the theme, Lester.
What the hell is this?
I speak jive.
Will you stop?
As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
They think they got the answers. I change the questions.
You don't like it? We don't care.
What a dumb thing to do. I bet you wouldn't have done anything like this if Mom and Dad were here.
A recognized symbol of excellence in
dramatic comedy. Friends, welcome aboard the ship that is me. And Lester. Colin from Canada.
Real bad man.
Lester. Lester, how you doing today? No, I know, it is cold, yeah. For those that don't know, it is Thursday, January 29th, 11:15 in the PM. I sleep at my girlfriend's house, and there is limited parking there. So I take my mighty electric scooter over there. And this evening, I will be electric scootering in quite possibly minus 25 to minus 35 degrees Celsius. I never remember, Lester, although I've lived here my entire life. So you guys complaining about the cold. Come on up to the Great White North and you'll see what it's all about. But guys, Lester, don't fret. Friends, don't worry. I have adequate clothing to battle high winds and low temperatures on my way from the palatial Riddell estate where my car will park and the electric scooter is until I arrive at my woman's house. Okay, a lot of things to get to. John and I are going to Westdale Mall to see if the guy can fix his watch. You're gonna wanna stay tuned for that. I went to a Leaf game and I was in, Lester, keep it low, a suite, a box, a suite, whatever the hell you call it free food, you call it free booze, you call it, what's your name? Can I take your coat and put it in this closet over here? Alex was a female. She took care of me and my buddy. We have photos and very brief video footage that was horrific. But we're gonna get to that, Lester. We have a new celeb sponsor. the friends, not only on YouTube that aren't celebrities, but the friends that are celebrities. Lester, the list is growing. You're gonna wanna stay tuned for that. 5 new photos. We're gonna hear from Cheryl. We're gonna hear from Ray. Queen Mother of Canada has a new conversational Scottish for you. Dennis will be slipped in there somewhere. He always surprises Lester. Thrift store pickups and gifts from my buddy who went to the Leaf game with me. His name is Jay, okay? We're gonna call him Jay, because that's his name. No last names until I get clearance from Jay. Nose hairs, they're running rampant, Lester. I didn't. Guys, okay, also, the quote, you know it, Lester, from a previous episode, we're jaunting Lester? Jaunting back to episode 41, where the quote goes as follows: watch the glare, but read along. Lester, we're diving and we're learning. This is real. Lester, you're goddamn right, it's real. All of this is real. Okay, that goes up there. I am in my socks because the dampness of the snow, I don't want to track it through the studio and leave footprints or wet patches that I'm going to need to mop up, and Colin doesn't mop. Lester, you know that. And so does my boss. Okay, we'll go to this first. Listen carefully. Hello. Nothing from last week, so it should taste fine. We're gonna keep it low. We're gonna keep it low, guys. Ooh, that is a fizzy monster as I go to the nose hairs. Lester, we're 4 minutes and 20 seconds in, and I've gone to the nose hairs twice. If this episode breaks an hour, who knows how many times I'm gonna finger my nostrils. That was me buying time so the fizz could go down. Okay, that's enough. Any more, I won't be able to get the cap on. Now, last week, Lester, as you remember, we had some technical difficulties with the cap. I think we're clear for takeoff now. That was a lovely, long ceremonial. And if it's 11:15, 11:20 in the PM, you're gonna wanna order an extra large coffee. 2 milk. Oh, and you know what, Lester? Friends, here's a story. You guys like stories. I'm gonna tilt over here because I can talk to face my man Lester, but yet I can quickly pivot to you guys as well. The guy after me ordered a coffee. I think you know where I'm going. Fans of the show will remember that I don't like it when someone rolls up and says, yeah, can I get a coffee, half cream, 1 sugar? Can you not go the full cream? Is it too much to ask? Friends, I'm gonna go this far and say, if you're a viewer, if you're a friend, if you're part of the force that is Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk, you're gonna wanna not say ever in the history of your existence, moving forward from this point on, if you have done before, you shall not anymore say half cream, half milk, half sugar, or half sweetener. Just go with 1, okay? It's not hard, people. It's not hard. No halves.
You can feel it. I can feel the power. Yes! Yes!
I'm okay. Wall particulars, and then we'll begin the program. Good coffee is always free. Lester, that was a bullseye. John Riddell, legend, Kurt Cobain, quote of the Yardy, Amcan Connection, single, greatest tag team, walking the earth today. Up top, king of YouTube, it goes atop the head when the top hat is not there. The pen is taped. It's a new pen. The old pen, you guys know where it lives now. Down south with my man Langdon, with my man Mike D. Yeah, and the whole family. Ooh, yeah. Not even gonna attempt the Macho Man. Academy Award, honorary, for all-around greatness from the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts, and Sciences. Lester, 7 minutes, didn't have to stop once. I feel I'm doing good. It's time to start the show.
Barry Windham, 6'6", and can he fly, Jess? He definitely can.
Friends, you've seen the pile. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The VHS, 6 feet high, weighing in at God knows how many pounds, from Mississauga, Ontario. You guys, you get what I'm saying. I'm really enjoying diving into the pile because that pile has not been dove into for years. And I've forgotten some of the selections that are inside that pile. It's really, really difficult each week to do the intro for this segment, but I make sure and say the pile each time. Guys, it's a bit of a saying we've started. 5 cassettes, 5 Davids. Lester, do you want to say the end? Of course you don't. They're coming up right now. That's not the line. What was the line again? 5 Davids, 5 cassettes. Starts right now. Was that it? Power karate. Hunks with hats. Tai Chi for arthritis. Stretching to the classics. Without further ado, Virgin High. At Virgin High, school is in, rules are out, and everybody gets to make it. Cult sexpot Linnea Quigley stars in this. I may be saying that wrong. I'm hoping I'm not. Cult sexpot Linnea Quigley stars in this Catholic school comedy about heavenly bodies and hell-raising rebels. The Academy of the Blessed Virgin is an all-girls high school, but that doesn't stop 3 public school boys from sneaking in and earning a very private education. From the hilarious opening to the outrageous finale, it's a wild romantic comedy that proves nothing is sacred. And if I may, bring your attention to the back cover where we have a older Burt Ward wearing a t-shirt that says Sex Cowboy. Okay. The Final Terror. Rachel Ward, Daryl Hannah, Adrian Zamid. Okay. This is 1984. Golf balls. This lovely lady on the front, you're probably asking, who's that? I've never heard of her. It's Amy Lynn Baxter, and her claim to fame is The Howard Stern Show and Penthouse Magazine. Now let's go to it. Penny Tree Golf Course has seen better days. Brentwood Country Club, their neighbor and competitor, is determined to shut them down and build condos on the property. Josh Pennytree and his granddaughter Liberty are determined to keep Pennytree going. All is not lost as Liberty has a tragic, though profitable encounter with a rich southern gentleman. Sound right. Calling all babes and bods, it's the new Pennytree Golf Course. Did we mention the Cart Wash and Amy Lynn Baxter of Penthouse and the Howard Stern Show? You're all invited to the shootout of the year as Pennytree and Brentwood square off in a winner-take-all match. Golf will never be the same. Golf balls. You'll never look at golf the same way again. They really want to put the golf puns in there. But I'll say it if you want. Gridlock with your man, my man, everyone's man. We don't use the one syllable. We've already covered that, Lester. It's David Hasselhoff. 1996. Terror is about to strike at the heart of the city. Friends, firepower. Let me just read some names and see if any of them ring a bell. First, A Mind-Blowing Trip to Hell. Now let's get to the names. Gary Daniels, Chad McQueen, Jim Hellwig? Lester, do you know who Jim Hellwig is? I know the friends do. Year 1999, a lawless land meets a lawless man. In the heart of LA lies Hell Zone, a lawless haven where police are restricted and crime is legal. It's a federally sanctioned oasis of gambling, prostitution, drugs, and violence. When the city's most feared gang lord, the swordsman Jim Hellwig, formerly the Ultimate Warrior, takes refuge there, 2 ambitious cops, Chad McQueen and Gary Daniels, risk it all to go where no cop has ever dared. Inside are the worst horrors imaginable, the Death Ring, a brutal arena where blood is shed for money and psychotic criminal mastermind called Drexel, Joseph Rushkin, who holds the key to a sadistic plan to distribute a counterfeit AIDS vaccine. Ooh, yeah, they went there. This is ringing a bell, but there's no way I would have missed Jim Hellwig in a previous David or cassette, either on the 5 from the pile, 5 from the Davids. The Davids? Friends were back. Went to the list. I only have Firepower on VHS. But as we know, people, friends, legends, hero, the list isn't updated. But Again, I don't think we've done it. I wouldn't have seen Jim Hellwig and not remembered. Roddy Piper, Jungle Ground. Again, 2 for $5, Walmart. Sealed. The hunter becomes the hunted. During a failed sting operation, a violent gang leader named Odin succeeds in capturing police officer Jack Cornell. Releasing the cop and sending his gang members on a manhunt, Jake becomes the prey in a deadly game of cat and mouse. But what's amusement for Odin becomes a matter of life and death as Jake tries to make his way through a hellish urban wasteland before dawn and reach his girlfriend before Odin's cruel henchmen murder her. Suzanne Summers, Robert Foxworth, Ants. The picnic is ruined. Okay? I think this may have been a TV movie. I think it has. 1977. Lester will put it up. You will, if it's a TV movie, guys. Day of the Animals. For centuries, they were hunted for bounty, fun, and food. Now it's their turn. Day of the Animals, a shocking vision of things to come. Christopher George, Leslie Nielsen, Linda Day George, and Richard Jackal. Hold on for the description. Something is out there. A group of bikers on a 2-week survival mission find themselves trapped when they realize that the animal population of the Sierras congregates around them. 97 minutes. Lester will throw up the year, and I don't have a year, and it's sealed, guys. And if I don't need to open it, I can keep it sealed. Caw! Son, Lester, Price is Right, please, and Fozzie. Sean Patrick Flannery, Stephen McCaddy, Kristen Booth, and Rod Taylor. Caw! That's how you have to say it, okay? Super Fuzz. Dave Speed is saving the world from crime, but who can save the world from Dave Speed? Terrence Hill, who rose to international fame with the hit spaghetti western spoofs They Call Me Trinity, Trinity Is Still My Name, and My Name Is Nobody, stars as likable patrolman Dave Speed. Lester? Dave Speed in the zany action comedy. After accidentally being exposed to radiation, Dave finds he has incredible ultra-human powers. Not only is he able to see around corners, but he can also fall from a skyscraper and land on his feet unhurt. What Dave doesn't realize until much later is that these same forces turn him incredibly weak every time he sees something red, whether it be a pretty girl's dress or a traffic light. His on-again, off-again energies lead to some hilarious situations when he and his partner are given the duty of uncovering a gang of underworld counterfeiters. All right, Lester's going to throw up the year. I don't know what it is. I dare not open it, for it is still sealed. I think that was the record for sealed Davids. Guys, that was 5 cassettes and 5 Davids from the collection.
Barry Windham looks like he's in great shape.
Lester, how do we tell the friends, the legends? How do you break sad news to someone? Really, the only thing that I have ever learned is that perhaps they should be seated. So, friends, legends, guys, much like the Pauly Shore Jury Duty VHS where he was shirtless, I'm going to ask that you're seated before I proceed with the words that will now come out of my mouth. Lester, we're going to give them time to sit down. Okay. It's getting perilously close to the end of the comprehensive footage that I possess of Lester's wife, Cheryl. Okay? It's out, and it's ruminating in their craniums, okay? Guys, we're not at the end. We still have some, but let's put it this way. We're more near the end of the road than the beginning. Would you agree, Lester? Yes. He's nodding, guys. So, let's reflect. Let's pause and reflect. We don't reflect before we pause. We have to pause, then we reflect. Of just what a gift, not only me, I mean, that would take the entire episode, but Lester, everyone involved in the program, specifically his wife, Cheryl. Let's not take her for granted ever, because eventually the footage ends. But that day is not today, Lester. It's not today. It's just a new visit from your wife to the council members. So let's enjoy and let's recognize that your wife has parked her behind on our hearts. And it's made an impression that will last for quite possibly years, if not decades to come. She's here to tell us exactly who she's contacted. And Lester, there's a list, and she's letting them know. Guys, it's time for Cheryl.
You have no idea who knows me. I'm not the rancher. I got marbles here. I have 2 boobs, not 6. Do you know you have scratchy toilet paper? I don't want to call Jeff a liar, but I call all the time. Founder of the neighborhood association out there. I call John Camp, I call Carl Eskridge, call the mayor's office, I call Lynn Quinzer, I call Roger Feigard, I call everybody, call the police department, call Assistant Chief Brian Jackson, call Detective Chad Barrett, and nobody listens.
Friends, the thrift store items are at my 2 o'clock eye range, and they include gifts as well as thrift store pickups. Poultry will not be used this week, Lester, but I wouldn't say there's a lot. But not poultry. Bumper, please, Lester. Bumper. John Dote Hit. Dote Hit? John Dote Hit. John Doe Hit. Dote Hit. John DeHurt. Friends, to the left. 1 chair, thrift store stuff first. Dr. John's Gumbo. You guys know Dr. John. One of those artists you never see in the thrift store studio albums. It's always the greatest hits. But you know Dr. John. Such a Night. Right place, wrong time. Yeah? I'm looking at the YouTube and it's really wanting me to play a little bit of... Okay, also, on this one, he does Iko Iko. I don't know who originally did Iko Iko. Lester? Lester will put it up. Maybe it was Dr. John, I don't know, but, you know, Let the Good Times Roll, Iko Iko. And then, but the majors are, you know, Right Place, Wrong Time. And that's probably what I threw up for the little interlude. Are we gonna hit it again? Lester, let's do a little bit more.
See my life shaking with every who I meet.
We did it, just the audio and me dancing. We've never done that before. Usually we just cut to the video. I know, get on with it, Colin. The Ralph Wiggum book, it was half off green at the Goodwill. So that was $1.25, folks. Dr. John was a full $1.49. He was orange. He wasn't half off. It was green and yellow. This was half off. That was a green. This is Suggestion. And it's basically, I believe, people were given pieces of paper to write a suggestion, and then they put it in a box. So, you want me to read one, don't you? Okay, I'm gonna stop there. And of course, it's a photo. Lester, take 2. I'm gonna stop there. Do the right thing by your kids. Not by your kids, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying, okay? That's a pretty cool book, and it was $1.25. Criminal Minds Season 14. One of those TV shows that this is how it usually starts. You go to a thrift store, and if it's a really dirt cheap thrift store, a lot of times the church-run thrift stores, St. Vincent de Paul, the prices are ludicrous. You know, DVDs $25. and then they don't realize that they're TV sets, so you're getting like Criminal Minds the first 10 seasons for $0.25 each. Have I watched any of it? No! But when you have the first 10 or 11, you gotta buy season 14. You can't stop, Lester. We All Shine On, the stories behind every John Lennon song. I think I bought something similar to this. Maybe it was the Beatles songs. It might have been John Lennon songs. I have so much junk, and not just junk, Lester, good junk, that I sometimes, you know what I mean. But this was $2.49, and if you've been playing along, green was half off, so it was $1.25. Okay, it's okay, guys. So if I have it, I can pass it along to somebody else. Speaking of passing it along, I've mentioned Freedom Sufferer cards before. He lives in the Netherlands, but he originated in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. And he was visiting family and friends over the holiday season into the new year, and I encountered him to give him gifts, and he gave me gifts in return. And here they are right now. They're Dutch cookies, and just for you guys, and just for Freedom Sufferer cards, I'm gonna read the whole package. Lester, hold on tight. Sunday Roombutter mini stroopwafels. Volgens uit Hollands recept. Kook van de schmoelen. On Japan 10 minst hoe daar tot. Sunday mini roombutter stroopwafels. Ingredient tarwobelen 25% roombutter milk. 25% stroop. Glucose stroop, invert suikenstroop, glucose fruchtzuurtroep, suiker 0,4%, gecarameliseerd suiker, suikerwater, zoet emulgator, leukentine, zonenbloem, cannenrijmiddel, natrium carbonaten, bourbon vanillepoeder van Schlarian. Consporen van Andier gluten bevant granen, Giersthaver, unoten, hazelnoot bevaten, Tengenwarp, vochtheid und zotlik, Bischernmen, Ongipen 10 minst, hoedbaartoet, ziet voorziet, nan openen in Jelusen, promo bewaren, Lidl Nederland, GmbH, Post Boost 198, 1270 ad Huizen. Gemiddelen Woedenward. Yeah. How did I do? He also got me a pack of Andy Griffith cards and 1991 NFL football upper deck. You're looking for the Brett Favre rookie? No dice. I got 2 Warren Moon cards though. I should have finished with that because that was one hell of me trying to read all that. Also in attendance, because it was his home, is my buddy Jay, who we're gonna get to, who we mentioned him before, Lester. He was the guy that I was trick-or-treating with, my best buddy growing up, when we encountered the evil penny. You guys remember the evil penny. It was Jay. Me and Jay found the evil penny. He gave me some Davids and Blu-rays, Samson versus Vampire Women, The Children, Pro-Life, double feature Dear Woman, Sick Girl, 7 Doors of Death, double bill again, Dementia 13, Invitation to Hell, James Brown live at Chastain Park. He couldn't get it to work, so I have to take this upon my back and press forward to get this to work. It is my duty, not really, but it's my goal to get this to work. Lester, it's a challenge that I have accepted. Another double bill, Homecoming and Pick Me Up. We end with I Spit on Your Grave, the original. You guys know what time it is. Also, the original on Blu-ray. I was very pleased to see this. The Last House on the Left, unrated collector's edition. Again, I really should have ended with the cookies, but that's how the cookie crumbles. Comedic genius, folks. That's why they call me, I call myself, the hero. That was thrift store pickups, as well as lovely gifts from my homies. Lester, I called them my homies.
Boy, this Barry's come a long way. My God, he and Rotundo are just sensational and just surprised the entire wrestling world when they stripped Murdoch and Adonis.
Lester, dare I compare news reporters to the armed forces? Yes. For in both, you don't ask, you are told where to go. And also, this just comes to mind, reporters put in the war zone. Soldiers already in the war zone, Lester. You're told where to go, and you go. And it doesn't matter how dangerous the assignment is, you accept with either a gun in hand or a microphone. Guys, it's time for hard-hitting news.
Done something that is very good.
He was murdered.
But now he's dead.
Reach out to the man who died.
Do the math.
Your mama, she's for free and everybody knows it.
The judging is complete, so come on out and meet the winners. The goats will be here through Saturday, and they're very friendly. From the Manatee County Fair, Linda Carson, ABC 7. Would you not eat my pants? Ah!
Friends, the ongoing battle continues. John Riddell and the watch. My father was gifted this watch, not sure, 15, 10 years ago? Possibly 20, Lester, I don't know. I should have asked the man prior to, but I didn't. It works, it doesn't work. It works, it doesn't work. We go to Westdale Mall, he puts in a new battery. It works, then it doesn't. We have to go back. And let me tell you something, Lester. John Riddell and I have no problem going back to Westdale Mall. Guys, it's time for John Riddell, living legend.
How much is in butter? How much is in butter? How much is in butter?
Friends, Colin from Canada. John Riddell on my right at a speedy pace here at the greatest... Okay, so... Okay, here we go. Take it slow. There we go. I tend to walk a little fast, and Johnny tends to yell. So we're at the greatest mall in the history of the world here at Westdale Mall. We're going back to the watch guy. Johnny has a watch that he covets / cherishes, that he likes a lot. And it just so happens that the battery is not broken. We think something else is up. So we're going to go see the battery guy. The watch guy, sorry, right about now. We'll report back in mere moments, folks. Friends, Colin from Canada. We've just returned from the jeweler and move my finger there. He's given it a clean and it looks like it's working. Looks like it's working, eh, Dad? Lester, do you see it? Eyes wide, a smile upon my face, because Colin from Canada,
real bad man,
is inundated with a plethora, that's a double, of photos for Let's Go Through My Camera Roll. So much so, Lester, I don't think I've ever said this, but will now, I've had to weed some out. Save them for next week. Guys, you know how it usually is. Scraping the bottom, you guys know. Not this week, okay? Inundated plethora. Guys, let's go through my camera roll. Dry cleaning movies, mushrooms on toast. Just a couple of horses' asses. Electric pressure cooker, urinating, Passion fruit chest cake, Charles Barkley. Friends, there's no need to turn to the right. I'm gonna look you guys right in the eye and say, hi there. Colin from Canada.
Real bad man.
The particulars are down below, along with the details. I had to say both. You've heard about him. You've seen him in photographic form. You've seen him in video form. He is G-Money, aka Jerry Latman, close personal friend of Colin from Canada.
Real bad man.
You guys know a few episodes ago I went and saw his premiere. I went and saw the premiere of his latest film, Vampire Zombies from Space. Well, let me tell you something, folks. Throw it up, photo number 1. It is available to those living in Canada on the mighty Apple TV, and for those living in America, you can catch it on Prime. There might be a small $1, $2, or $3 charge to view it, but I promise you it's worth it. Okay? And he thanks you. And he thanks me because he knows that I have something in my teeth. But beyond that, I have thousands, hundreds, millions, tons of friends joining the force weekly, viewing this, influential, to lead them to Vampire Zombies from Space. Go check it out. Photo number 2. No, we're not going to throw it up yet. Lester, hold on. I was able to get my grubby little hands on probably 2 of the greatest sporting event tickets I have ever grasped in my hand, although they were digital, okay? Took my buddy Jay. You guys remember Jay, Evil Penny, my best buddy from back in the day, the best friend I've ever had in my life. And we went to the Toronto Maple Leafs and Las Vegas Knights hockey game. But we weren't sitting with the common folk. We weren't sitting with the public. We weren't sitting with the peons that drive me nuts on a daily basis, and I regale you with tales of hate. We were in and I have to use the word this time because it equals that of the Riddell Estate, palatial suite at the Scotiabank Arena, okay? We were viewing it in the Richie Rich suite, okay? Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I may have mentioned this already. Again, this is a different filming day, but I think I mentioned it at the start, so I won't go too much into it. Photo number 2, Jay and I taking the proverbial selfie to let people know that we're in the suite, okay? Thank you very much. Now I took this with my camera and the lighting was horrific. We're gonna go 2B, a shot of the food, Lester. We have some Italian, Chinese appetizers with sauces for each. And then if you look carefully, I can still feel and taste the taste. I didn't want to say taste to taste, but I couldn't get to another word. I have the taste in my palate as I'm thinking of it now, the greatest Jamaican patties I've ever eaten in my life. Lester, I know. There's still some issues between Lester and I that I did not return home and give him a Jamaican patty. Did I give one to my girlfriend? Yes, I did. Did she downplay the importance or the magnitude of the taste of the Jamaican patty? Yes. It was great, friends. 2C, we got the view of the game. That was from our palatial, you know what I'm saying. 2D, you probably can't pick it up, but those are sliders under there, and there's buns over there. And oh my God, I said to Alex, the lovely lady that was helping us with our minuscule or minute knowledge of what exactly occurs in the suite. She also took our jackets, okay? I let her know that was the greatest food I'd ever eaten in my life. And it was, Lester, it was. Although my mother's stuffing, we've talked about it. Jamaican patty, my mother's stuffing. It's a battle. Episode title. Okay. Oh yes, the last one from the suite is they had a pizza type thing on the counter. And if you look carefully, there's a gentleman's crotch in the photo. And I let him know that, as I've let my friends know on a weekly basis, The iPhone 8 is a piece of garbage, and I have to take the photos with the front of the camera, and I let the gentleman know, I'm not taking a picture of your crotch, I'm taking a picture of this pizza-type item. Hell of a game. The Leafs stunk, and they got murdered, but it was a great evening catching up with Jay. All right? Photo number 3. We are on the way home on the GO train, and I noticed through my peripherals a gentleman ahead of me standing up by the door who he looked like William Shatner, Lester, okay?
And I'm gonna be high. As a kite by then.
And if we zoom in, heyo, nailed it. I mean, let's get the side by side. Please, Lester, in the edit. Uncanny, okay? Friends, we're gonna finish off. Friends, you're gonna see in the bloopers how many times I actually tried to do this photo, and this is a keeper. Lester, no matter what happens, we're sticking with this. Photo number 5, not up yet, backstory time. I'm at the Walmart as I am on the regular. Previous recordings I said on the reg and said, are the kids saying on the reg because they should be? I'm influencing them. Lester told me the kids aren't saying on the reg, so I just changed it to, I was at the Walmart as I am on the regular, buying Diet Coke and buying Coke Zero Cherry. As you know, 4 months ahead has to be the date for the delicious elixir. If anything lower, 3 is okay, but below that, it is abysmal. Getting to my point, pushing forward. Self-checkout, checked out the items, proceeded to walk outside. Now, I'm a man that doesn't wear his jacket anywhere inside a store or a mall. Not that I go to the mall anymore. I don the t-shirt and I walk from the car to the store. Doesn't matter if it's -10. And I came back, and let's throw it up right now, ba-boom! Look what I took with me. I took the checkout gun. Does that make me a hero? Lester, I've already told you and the friends I already am a hero, okay? But let me tell you something. If any of the friends that are part of the force watching right now, if you take the checkout gun by accident in your cart in -10 in a t-shirt to your car and you know you gotta walk it back, you're a hero. Lester, we're keeping that take and we're finishing it up. That was Let's Go Through My Camera Roll. Check out the bloopers and see how many times I tried to do that last photo. I hope you enjoyed. Friends, Colin from Canada. We are in the Richie Rich area of the Air Canada Centre. This is the suites, okay? Yeah, when you're as popular and when you're as well connected as Colin from Canada, you're not in the seats with the rest of the people. Am I getting a good shot on my double chin? You're goddamn right I am. Friends, we're making our way back to the suite, okay? A lot of heavy hitters up here, a lot of Richie Rich people. Here comes security. He's securing stuff. You know what time it is, okay? We're number 206, we're getting there. This is, look at all these big companies here. Medipack, okay, that's their suite. Look, TD Bank, there, right? Guy Molson. We're making our way back. I don't want to walk past it. We're here, guys. Patties. These are the best Jamaican beef patties ever. Yeah, right? See, look. We got all the good stuff.
Beautiful reversal by Barry Windham.
Lester, oh yeah. He has some issues, as he does weekly. But a certain group was allowed into the council meeting without being searched. And Raymond and his friends were waiting outside, okay? Time is up, but he wants to get that point in, okay? He gets it in. Raymond does not heed to the bell, okay? Guys, it's time for Ray.
Raymond Lyman, ridiculous. You calling me a liar? Well, I ain't gonna think about suing the city. Raymond Lyman, ridiculous. You calling me a liar? Well, I ain't gonna think about suing the city. When I was here the last time when we were being searched, the junior counsel got through because they said, as I quote,
Raymond,
they were member of government and we were
your time is up, Raymond. You gotta sit down.
We were being searched.
Lester, I will call upon you as well as the friends to lend me your ear, for I have an announcement. I actually have two announcements this episode, but we're going to get to the last one in the goodbyes. This announcement is an announcement to let you know that we have returned back to the Deep Cut Deep Dive, as I believe I've previously mentioned at the beginning of this episode. And I have taken upon myself a daunting task, the likes of which you guys have never seen. Yes, I've interviewed myself. This could quite possibly be bigger than that, okay? Not only is it a montage, okay? It is a photographic montage with commentary by myself and romantic, undertoning instrumental romantic music underneath. And what are the photos of? That is the question you're asking. Pig Boss, everybody, I hear you. There's a place in Canada called the Treasure Hunt. Now, those Canadians, this could be strictly to the province of Ontario, or it could be all across this great nation. I'm unaware. But those in Ontario will know exactly what I'm talking about, and they're already smiling. Lester, they're already smiling. For those in America, picture a liquidation outlet. Overstocked items, bankruptcy, Amazon, you know what I'm saying. Do you need a new barbecue, but you don't want to, you got it, right? A washer, you know what I'm saying. Cereal that's probably expiring a month from now, do you take the gamble? If you want, you go to the Treasure Hunt. Now, the Treasure Hunt does a little thing. They will put their own prices on there, but all around the store, areas are 50% off. Areas are 60% off, all the way up to 90% off. Don't get me started on the $600 snow pants in the 90% off area. So you get what I'm saying. They hike up the price just to bring it down, and it's not really a deal. And let me tell you something, okay? I don't want to be negative when describing this chain of outlets to you. The fact that they hike it up to bring it down does not take away from the magic, Lester. Because when you enter the lovely closed down Sears, or in America, the lovely closed down Kmart, you get what I'm saying? The old Target, because you guys know Target went over well in Canada. That was a joke. It's a closed down department store, and these guys have moved in. Way too much information. I get that, Lester. I'm getting to the point. I'm pushing forward. There are signs everywhere in this place, okay? And I started taking photos, and Lester, I couldn't stop. 44 photos were taken. And I've laid down some romantic instrumental music. And I've lowered the volume to a perhaps romantic, lowered tone, taking you and your loved ones through the magic that is Treasure Hunt. Come along with me at a lowered volume for this week's Deep Cut Deep Dive. Lester didn't know what clips to take from the Deep Cut Deep Dive, so instead Colin from Canada is singing over this bumper. I assure you, this is real.
Have someone in the family or perhaps a friend that's a bookworm? Why not get them a new book from the variety of novels? Do you need a calendar for last year? Don't pay $1. You pay 50 cents. Absolutely no testing of electrical items. It's a safety hazard. If you need beanbag filling, please ask an associate, and it can be brought to cash. It's easy, guys. Need a 2025 grad product? $1. No. You pay 50 cents. Not coffee makers. Coffee maker. Someone out there must need a good rice cooker. They got 'em. While you're there, why not grab a fondue set? And if there's room in the cart, how about a bread maker? Toilet seat? $10 plus discount? I don't even need to know what the discount is. My money is yours. These towels, Safety 3728, are not part of the mix and match domestic clearance. Okay, guys? Do not open the bedding. Thank you for helping us maintain a clean shopping experience. 6-digit code only for domestics, 60% off. Just probably the cleanest drop ceiling I've ever seen in my life. Please refold any blankets and throws to help keep the area clean and tidy. Guys, everyone's got to help. Please do not unfold taped or packaged bedding, as size and price is on the packing. Packing. Double bedding, guys. Double bedding. Queen bedding. And let's take a moment. Who's that handsome gentleman? Oh, wait, it's me.
Real bad man.
King bedding. This guy was in the way, but it's okay. He was wearing a Hawaiian shirt, and he had a hell of a gut. We're going to see him later. Stay tuned. Please return items to the shelves as you found them. Our staff works hard to make your shopping easier. This ensures more accurate discounts promotions. Leave our store shoppable for the next customers. Thank you. Please do not open merchandise. If you need assistance, please ask an associate. Thank you, management. Brand new merchandise, please do not open. Or you'll get that face. Activated charcoal potty pads. Back to my man from King Bedding. Great gut, Hawaiian shirt, marijuana hat. My eyeball. Guys, do you need a dented microwave brand new? I don't have to tell you that was $40. No price, no sale. Return policy, electronics and appliances may be returned within 5 days, receipt required. All sales final on all other merchandise. Treasure hunt. Realign back wheel? I'm sure my body could do that. Supports over 300 pounds. I'm going to realign my back. Do not sit in ride on toys, thank you. And again, do not sit in ride on toys, thank you. Need a fitting room? Please ask a cashier. More importantly, the hours of the fitting room Monday to Friday 10 to 7:30, Saturday 10 to 5:30, Sunday 11:30 to 4:30. Hats, belts, socks, ties, wallets. 90% off. If tags are removed, that item will be charged the highest price of that category. Your items will be bagged and waiting for you at the cashier. They bagged my girlfriend's items. Our fitting rooms are now back open. To all customers, no swimsuits, bras, or undergarments are allowed to be tried on. Thank you. Bras and shapewear, $5. Ladies' underwear, as Pat Hogan says, a cool deuce. Lady just sitting in a chair. Beauty in the most common places. Return policy, electronics and appliances may be returned within 5 days. Receipt required. All sales final on all other merchandise. Treasure hunt. We've already seen that one. As is reclamation merchandise. This may include Supercenter customer returns merchandise. We encourage customers to check products before making the purchase. Our staff will be happy to assist you. Cotton candy and Dare marshmallow, only 50 cents per item. 3367. Please, no carts. Please move them over. Guys, don't touch lever. Emergency exit only. Alarm will sound. Push here. Don't touch. Change your mind? Please leave unwanted merchandise with nearest employee or cashier. Thank you kindly. Management. Treasure hunt. Easter die kits, $1 plus discount. It's going to be less than $1, guys. Brand new merchandise, do not open. You open it, you buy it. Don't open. Shoplifting is a crime. All activities, not spelt correctly, monitored by video camera. This is how they spelt my girlfriend's name. Roxanne. Thank you for shopping at Treasure Hunt. Used to be a different store. It said something beneath that. They put a banner on top of it. Treasure Hunt.
Barry Windham putting the pressure on that shoulder socket.
Friends, we've talked about it before. We've talked about many things before. I try not to repeat myself, but if I am reiterating the points and lessons that you should learn from this channel, I have to repeat myself. When the lights are on and the cameras are pointed at you, pressure mounts, weird pauses, the bright lights, the cameras, the clock counting down, big money on the line. Popular answers have to come out of your mouth. You gotta be ready. It's time for this week's clip of the week.
When things aren't going my way, I'm thinking pasta.
2,500. Here's the VHS collection.
Your Construction Safety Association.
If you could travel to any foreign country in the world, where would you go?
Pakistan.
Friends, as you gaze in wonder at a 46-year-old man wearing a top hat, you ponder, will this man ever give me correct sports betting information so I can truly put cold hard cash into my back pocket? That is what they're saying, Lester, and I will address that now. Last week, if I go to my notes here, we took New England -3.5, Seattle -2.5, and the over in both of those games. Well, I would like to let you know that Seattle did win by 3, and we got the over in that game. New England won by 3, we needed them for 4, and the over wasn't even close. So, irregardless of that, not a word, we lost again. So, the record goes from 2-6 to 2-7. Let's light that up because we should not be proud of it. Friends, the Super Bowl is upon us, okay? And I don't have my pick ready, so I have to hit stop. Friends, I'm back with my selection for the 50, whatever number they're at, Super Bowl between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Ladies and gentlemen, listen up, okay? Loved ones, friends, legends, I'm the hero. Here's the Super Bowl pick. New England +4.5 and over the number of 45.5. We are putting that together and getting 3.27 times your money. So we have theoretically invested $90. We've won about $40. So we're down about 50. So, wager whatever you wish with those two combined will get you 3.27 times your money. Dare I say $50? Because $50 get you 163, and that would be a tidy profit of $23 all in for the whole year. Guys, I don't know what to tell you, but I got a real good feeling this one's gonna do it, okay? Over 45.5, and the dog, New England Patriots, plus 4.5. Let it ride, friends. We're finishing with a profit. Guys, it's time for Gorilla Monsoon Quote of the Week.
Did you see that?
Couldn't see it from our vantage point.
Will you stop? All kinds of pandemonium broken loose here.
Ripe for the pickings.
Big right hand by Barry Windham.
Friends, history's been made, okay? Details upcoming. I'll be turning to my right, okay? This is merely the intro, Lester. But we'll be introducing a little added attraction to the weekly show and tell. And we've got results from not just a mano, but a triple threat match. Folks, that's right. We had a tie after I recorded. Let's get to it. It's time for this week's show and tell. Delta Force Pizza. Delta Force Pizza. Friends, I am excited, okay? Not just because it ended up being a triple threat match last week, but there's a new addition to the segment, and I can't wait to show you, okay? It sits in front of me now, and I will raise it up. You raise me up. And show you what I've added to the segment. This particular item, I'm really milking it, Lester, will be awarded weekly to the champion of Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk Show and Tell Weekly Poll. Guys, it's gold. This is not a WWE Children's Tag Team Championship belt missing one of the WWE symbols. It is not. It is the Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk Show and Tell Weekly Poll Championship title. Rolls right off the tongue, Lester. And this lovely championship gold, look at the glare, my God, will be awarded weekly. And perhaps shown in the background. I think, now, let's not get too crazy here. The camera's on, but my God, guys, if we put that there, and then maybe the winner, which should be there now, which I'm about to announce, but isn't, again, okay? Hold on, move that, the strap. Okay, there we go, I see it. Okay, guys, turning to the right, you guys know it was a triple threat match. I declared a winner during the taping, but it was close, and afterwards it was tied before the episode was posted. So, triple threat match was in order. The Swedish Chef champion, Dr. Julia Strange Pork challenger, along with Stepping Out Fozzie challenger as well. Well, to nobody's surprise, perhaps not, the champion remains atop the podium. The Swedish Chef remains your champion. And you know what that means. We got to go with a new challenger. This time we're going into the earlier editions of the Muppet figures. Guys, Crazy Harry. I like the red packaging. This is how they did it when they first came out. I think it's far better than the light blue plasticky thing. This is Crazy Harry. You guys know him. Dynamite plunger, bomb, gunpowder keg, dynamite sticks, and logo base are included. There's the back of it. Okay. I will read the particulars. Name, Crazy Harry. Job, special effects guru. Special talents, pyrotechnics, demolition. Likes, high voltage electricity, explosions, implosions, and any other plosions you can think of. Dislikes, digital special effects, okay? This is the challenger to the throne, to the title, Swedish Chef taking on Crazy Harry, okay? I didn't physically turn to the right here, friends, and give you the final totals of the triple threat match. Watch as I talk slower as I load up my channel and bring it up now. Here we go. 11 votes. 7 votes for the Swedish Chef, 2 for Dr. Julius Strangepork, and 2 for Stepping Out Fozzie. Those are the official results in case you are making notes at home and perhaps working on the full-length documentary about this channel and show and this human. Guys, vote now. Crazy Harry against the Swedish Chef.
Barry Windham, a house of fire.
Lester, I think I've done pretty good. We filmed 3 different filming days. I can't say for sure because it's been a real busy week, but when it comes to the bloopers, I can't say for certain how many there are. I'm believing in my heart of hearts and in your heart, most importantly, the friends' hearts. I am believing there's not a lot. I'll stop talking and we'll both get to see exactly how many bloopers there were for Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk, episode 52. Guys, it's time for the bloopers. What am I doing? Gotta stop saying, What can I tell you? Try again, son. What am I deep in thought up in here? That's here nor there. You are actually laughing? That is a real big hat. Another... To the location... Thank you. Lester, I've already lost my train of thought, but I'm gonna... I think I just ruined the whole clip here. Owner! Can't handle the, no. I took the pricing gun. I took the checkout gun. They're on the reg rest. Yeah, did you catch that? I'm there on the reg rester. I'm a mover and a shaker when it comes to the shopping cart. Oh my God, dude. This is so stupid. So stupid. What are we doing when it's 1 a.m. and I'm telling you? Okay. This has probably been going on for a while. Getting the Coke Zero Cherry and making sure that the Coke purchasing for the most delicious of the... Friends, you stumble and you tumble and you rumble. And it's just the final, whoa! This has probably been going on for a while. Lester, you have to listen too. I don't think I've told you, no. Possibly the most amazingest. No. I had to negotiate with the laptop over there. Not just at the fact that it ended, and I will make sure that this collar is tight. No. And did I read the script? Did I read the script? Did I read? Does not take away from the magic. We're gonna show you a movie. Where are we going? Clap your hands if you're screwing up.
Barry Windham explodes with a victory.
Friends, on a weekly basis, we learn from the Queen Mother of Canada. And the question we should be asking ourselves is not what can we learn from the Queen Mother of Canada, but what can we not learn from the Queen Mother of Canada? That's me trying to say my mom knows a whole bunch of crap, but I don't think it came out that way. We're also learning what she loves. She loves panda bears. She loves quilting. And this week, we learn that she loves Outlander, both the television series and the Diana Gabaldon books called Outlander. Smooth, I know. It's time for Queen Mother of Canada, Conversational Scottish. Take it away, Mom.
Wat je dan heit rode steen? Wat je dan heit rode steen?
Lester, we have recently been in rarefied air. For weekly, we are meeting with heavy hitters in the celebrity community. Yes, that's right, Lester. Do I need to remind you, as this paper should have been ready prior to hitting record? Captain Louis Albano, RoboCop, Charles Bronson, the California Raisins, Gene Simmons, Richard Dean Anderson. Now you're probably wondering, what did Lester, myself, and Pat Sajak get up to? He came to the Great White North, we met, signed the contract, and the only request he had was bingo. We went and we played bingo. Were there several false alarms with Pat Sajak yelling bingo out of turn? Incorrectly? Yes. Okay? We were playing the pyramid and he thought we were playing the T. There were some seniors giving us some dirty looks, but once they knew who Lester and I were sitting with, those smirks went away. If you're sitting with Pat Sajak at the local bingo parlor, royalty, my friends, royalty. There's no other words. The celebrities become friends and their status as bigger than life stars diminish, for they are just like us. Heroes and legends. Friends, we're all the same. And this week's celebrity is no different. It's time for this week's sponsor.
You ever had India food?
Will you please stop?
Catch it.
The Empire of Taste. Will you please stop?
Catch it.
Maybe you heard just a little crack is okay. Maybe you heard cocaine can't really hurt you. Well, you heard wrong. There's no home run on cocaine. You get me? Are you listening? Just a little bit of crack or cocaine can be addictive or even kill you. That's the real truth. The lie is, it's the other guy who's going to die.
Cocaine, the big lie. Call 1-800-662-HELP.
Lester, unbutton the first two buttons of your business casual Gap golf shirt and let the chest hair free. It's time to relax, because it's time to say goodbye. With the middle of the top hat pressing against my forehead, I bid you all a farewell. Until next week, guys. It's okay. It's okay. It's been an enjoyable presentation. I have thoroughly enjoyed putting together this episode for you, along with that man and his chest hair over there, Lester. I think we've done a great job. I particularly am happy with the Deep Cut Deep Dive, where I took you on a wondrous journey through the treasure hunt here in Ontario, okay? And I've got big plans. I've got ideas in the coming weeks, okay? Ideas. Also, the other segments were great as well. Not just that. I enjoy all of it. You guys know that. Like to make an announcement. I filmed a short movie in the video store probably 20 years ago. Jesus. About 20 years ago. A gentleman volunteered at the video store while I was working there, and he went to Ryerson for film and television. We made a movie there. I have asked him, and he has given me permission to show that film to you. Guys, I know. Quite an ending to an episode when I let you know that next week you are going to watch the premiere of the short film I did over 20 years ago in my video store. Filmed in one night, on film. Okay, guys? So there's no take one, take two, take three. That film is expensive, and you gotta be on point. You gotta know your lines. Did I read my lines before each scene that night? You're goddamn right I did, Lester, okay? I think I did a hell of a job for a non-actor. Although, comedic timing is in my repertoire. Lester, I said repertoire. I hope everybody's safe and sound in their neck of the woods. I hope you're still enjoying the program. For those that are watching this, I've said it before and I'll say it again. You watched the whole episode and you're a smart man, woman, or child. Until next time, when we show we're gonna put the short film in the episode as well as post it on the channel as its own little thing. That'll all be happening next week with the premiere of episode 53. So stay tuned. Langdon, make sure you tell everyone you've ever met. Okay, we know that's our agreement, okay? All right. I'm stopping, Lester. The pepperettes are a firm $12. There is no haggling. The paper rates seinen steifig $12 ein Aufdinger.
A recognized symbol of excellence in
dramatic comedy.
Do not sit in ride on toys, thank you.